join. How is everyone doing at home? I'm at my home, so how is everyone doing at home? Again, tap the screen if you want to respond, and you type in your response, and Eric will read it to me. Okay.
Pat says, hi, Carol.
Hi, Pat. How are you? Thank you so much for saying hello to me. I feel like I'm talking to myself. How are y'all doing? We're just kind of waiting. We have about 12 people on. I'm just going to wait just a few more seconds. This is my husband's first time doing a Facebook Live. In fact, he doesn't do Facebook much at all. And so he's pretty nervous about doing this, but I think he's going to do a great job. But those of you who have been to our events know my husband, Eric. He is on the other side of the camera. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We all thought it'd be a lot of fun to do something different, maybe outside of the boutique, and just Wednesday was Earth Day. So many of us are just staying at home, but doing so much work on our yards and everything. Our yard and our front porch looks better than it has in like 5 years. And so I just thought it'd be kind of fun to share what I'm doing at home. I do a lot of website work at home and a lot of just orders and things like that. I'm working from home too. But I have gotten my hands a little dirty in the last few weeks, and so I wanted to show you just what we're working on here at our house. And if you have any questions at all, just ask. Eric will let me know. This is supposed to be interactive. It's very, very informal. So just let me know if you have any questions. So as you know, I always have to start with what I'm wearing. And so I'm going to get up. I am in just a very earthy linen outfit from Habitat. And you can't hear me. Can you guys hear me okay?
I do have a request to get closer to the microphone. It is a bit windy, so yes.
Okay, yes, it is a little bit windy out here, so I'll just try to talk a little louder too. But my outfit is from Habitat. I love this little crop top. It has little buttons on the side. I am wearing Southern Gates jewelry, actually new arrivals or restock, the dogwood necklace, dogwood earrings, and dogwood bracelet. We just restocked these for Mother's Day. So can y'all hear me now?
Much better. My hand was in the way, I think.
Oh, okay. Told you guys we're newbies. But anyways, so Habitat 100% linen. This is a little crop pant. So I want to mention both the top and the pants run extremely large. We have a small, 2 mediums, and I think an extra large in the top left. Guys, these are 40% off. So the pricing is changed in the shopping cart. So what you'll see on our website when you look at this top is full price. When you put it in the shopping cart, it'll be 40% off. So you'll get that discount then. Or please call Erin. She's there till 5 o'clock today on Friday also. So during the show or afterwards, that's fine. Anytime up through 5 o'clock. Grab it quickly though. I didn't think this outfit would be amazing just to wear. I love it. Crop tops usually don't work on me. It does. And obviously it's great for you petites. The little crop pant is super, super cute. It's an elastic waist. It's got pockets. And I am wearing my Charleston Shoe Atlantic shoes in the denim also, which we have a really good size run in. But all my Southern Gates jewelry is just a lot of fun for Mother's Day, and so I wanted to mention that I'm just wearing all that fun jewelry tree too, and the marigold and the marigold bracelet too on this side. So what I've done is I usually, when I'm decorating my porch for spring, I love to bring out annuals and some things that are just fun for spring. So on my porch I always put ferns by the front door, put a little planter with annuals next to it. I love my fun colorful wreaths. I'm known for my wreaths on my door. I change them out every couple months. And then I got, I'm going to start stepping down here. We always get Boston ferns for our front porch too, which is, I think, very, very, very southern on a southern porch to add Boston ferns. We do live in Fuquay Varina. A lot of my annuals came from, and I love this, came from Hilltop Needmore and Sunset Lake. There is a little farm called Needmore Farms. They have produce, they have annuals, they have the most adorable little pigs and goats and peacocks and all that. So if you haven't been to Needmore Farms in Fuquay, you need to go. It is such a fun experience. It's all outdoors. It's not a nursery where you have to go inside. It's just, that's where I got a lot of my stuff this year, just because, you know, not wanting to really go shopping. So I'm going to walk down the front walkway of our house. I gotta say that since we've had so much time on our hands, this really looks better than it has looked in probably at least 5 years. So I am not a gardener, I do not have a green thumb, but I wanted to just share with you kind of just what we've done to kind of spruce up our yard and what we've been doing at home. So our azaleas are in full bloom. I cannot take credit for these. They just kind of bloom every year and they are so beautiful. I just love the color. They're a bright pink. One of my favorite flowers is hydrangea. So this too, I don't have to do anything to, but I have a couple hydrangea plants kind of tucked in here also. This is one of the bigger ones. Can't wait for that to bloom. I can see just tiny little blooms starting there. One of my favorite flowers too is peony. This is kind of on its last legs, but this, I love peonies and they're just so beautiful. I've got one still that's going to bloom there. And then ours is kind of a farmhouse, kind of southern house, so we've kind of putting together, we haven't finished yet, this is one of our current projects we're putting together, a little water feature here on an old whiskey barrel and some fun old antiques from my father-in-law's old store. So we're in the process of putting that together. And coming around to the front, this is just our driveway, but we have more azaleas here. And I have some of those annuals that I talked about too. So I'm moving around. One of our bigger projects this last weekend. Y'all ask any questions, or maybe Eric, is anybody commenting?
Mac loves the water feature.
Who does?
Mac.
Oh, okay. Oh, Mary Ann. Hey, Mary Ann. So over here, one of the biggest things, biggest projects and kind of tougher, Eric did most of this. I love figs. So we planted 3 fig trees along the back wall here. And I just love figs, so I'm hoping it's a brown turkey fig. And just another planting area that has not looked like this for quite a long time. This was really fun to kind of put together this year. And then one thing I totally love, and if you don't have a green thumb like me, the lack of it I'm saying, is our irises just come up. They like to be treated really badly. They don't like water. They don't need a whole lot of fertilizer. And we literally, when we moved 7 years ago, we moved and just took all these bulbs from the old house, put them in a bucket, and just kind of dumped them here. And look what happened. They just kind of spread, and they look so beautiful and smell beautiful too. They just kind of spread on their own. We're going to be transplanting these. That's why this bed doesn't look the best right now. But we're going to be transplanting these after they bloom. But I just love them. They're a purple and yellow flower. Erin said that, what's that?
I was going to say that Marianne said those are incredible. Pat said, OMG, gorgeous.
Yeah,
Sandra,
I mean,
nice
I can't
yard.
take credit for these. And they love sun. So they don't like water. They love sun, and they just like this. We literally did not even plant these. We kind of just dumped a bucket out on this mound. So great plant for those of you that don't want a whole lot of maintenance. Erin was telling me that her mother's favorite flower is an iris. So I mean, it's just so easy and such an easy thing to grow. Yeah.
Erin had a question. How long does it take the ferns to grow?
The
So, I'm
ferns?
sorry, the figs.
The figs.
The figs.
I had a fig at my old house, which was about 7-8 years ago, and I'll be lucky if I get figs this year. It depends how big your initial tree is, and I only know that because I did have a fig tree at the other house, but they grew so nice. They had really nice big figs on them, and they were absolutely delicious. It's the brown turkey fig, which is actually hardy here down to 10 degrees, so which is really nice. At least you know, if it gets super cold, you cover them with a sheet, but they generally live nicely in North Carolina. So anyways, but since I'm from Southern California, I just love figs and oranges and avocados and things like that, so that was just really something fun that I could get here in North Carolina and plant it here and have a little bit of my my roots here. But I love the irises. Again, we are kind of waiting for this bed to kind of do this bed until after the irises are done blooming. So I'm going to walk around here to my very early garden. Again, this was just about 2-foot high weeds before COVID. So there is such a silver lining in this whole pandemic. So many of us are spending more time with family, spending more time outside, and spending more time just not so busy. And so I've been too busy to do a lot of this for so many years. And so I planted, let me start over here. I've got some tomato plants that just are really kind of just getting going. I've got 3 different tomato plants I planted. I've got, I love herbs, so I planted chives here in the front, and I've got 2 rosemary bushes too in the front also. I've got 3 different types of cucumber and zucchini all along the fence here, so they could grow up the fence. And then I've got it's like a chili pepper here and a green pepper. No, it's a yellow pepper over here. And there is a lot more that we've done to the house. We've got my father-in-law's got a huge garden, massive garden. We live on a couple acres. And my father-in-law actually is the green thumb in the family. He gives me advice as to how to do all of this. And he grows strawberries, he grows blueberries, blackberries, he grows just all sorts of stuff throughout the year in another part of our property. And they also live on the property with us. So a lot of you do live very closely in this community to your family, either whether it's minutes away or on the same property. So that's actually our living arrangement too, and we really enjoy seeing them. Is there another comment?
Yeah, Marley shared that there's no planting of this type yet in New York State because there's still snow flying around, like my brother mentioned this week.
Oh, Marlies, I know. I'm sorry. This is North Carolina. It is 80 degrees out today, and I know those of you in other states may not be able to do this yet. In fact, my tomatoes are kind of sickly looking because I did plant them a little bit too early. I mean, the rule of thumb is to plant them on the 20th of April, and I did it 2 weeks earlier than that, so it's going to take them a little while just to get going. But yeah, Marlies, I know you got to wait just a little while longer. But the good thing is your daffodils are probably either coming up now or coming up in a little while, and I've already missed all my daffodils because I was working. So there's good and bad to every state that you live in. But I love that we've had the time to do this year, and I've got another herb garden up on our porch that has dill, cilantro. I love basil and homemade pesto.
Marianne added, it looks amazing.
Thank you, Marianne. We miss you. I know your yard is like so manicured and gorgeous right now. We saw pictures of it. So many of us are actually spending a lot of time outside. It is absolutely gorgeous today. It's so nice to just be out here with you all, and we appreciate y'all shopping with us. Again, if you are shopping online, please understand that the way that our website is working right now is you've got to put it in the cart to get your discount. So please ignore the prices that you see initially, or best yet, give Erin a call between 11 and 5 Eastern Standard Time. She can really get you in the know and put a whole outfit together for you. Again, I love this. This is just something that looks awful on a hanger too, what I'm wearing, and it's so comfy, and I really love that it's breathable linen.